Hi, Mama. Do you ever feel like your week runs you instead of it being the other way around? Well, between work deadlines, school drop-offs, and dinner plans, it's so easy to create a schedule that's full but not faithful. Today, I'm showing you how to build a weekly rhythm that will actually honor God and it will still make room for your family and your peace. Welcome to Flourishing with Purpose, home of the Blissful Mom channel. I'm Felicia, your Christian time management coach for high achieving working moms. Here we believe in harmony and not hustle. And part of that harmony, it comes from creating a God-centered schedule that helps you live intentional and not reactively. So, let's dive right on in. Let's talk about the mindset shift from controlling to calling. Most of us as moms, we start scheduling from pressure and not purpose. But God invites us to start our week from presence, from His presence. The scripture reminds us to commit to the Lord, whatever you do. And it says that He will establish your plans in Proverbs 16:3. So when we let God guide our priorities, our calendars becomes a reflection of our calling and not our shackles. A God honoring week starts with a God seeking heart. A God honoring week is going to start with a God seeking heart. Let's talk about the framework, the framework, the faith weekly flow. F-A-I-T-H, the faith weekly flow. Okay, so here's how I plan my week using my signature faith system. The F. F is for focus. To begin Sunday or your Monday by praying over your top 3 assignments for the week. The A means to align. Align. Check your commitments. Do they align with what God has asked you to do in this season, in this week, in this season? I stands for implement. Implement. Block time for your family first, then your work, and then everything else. The T stands for trust. Leave open space. Don't overbook what God might want to use. And the H stands for harmonize. Review daily what needs adjusting. Review daily what needs adjusting. And ask, ask God, does this still honor you and my family? Mama, I know what you're thinking that, okay, this all sounds great, but what about when life gets unpredictable? And we all know that life gets unpredictable. That's exactly why I build in grace hours. We have to build in grace hours so that when life does happen, that peace that we want and desire and have, it doesn't disappear. Let's talk about the real problem. The real problem is the idol. Business has become an idol, the idol of business. We sometimes confuse busy with productivity. I think maybe we all do it, busy with productivity. But busyness can become an idol. That's really something to think about when it steals your presence from God and from your loved ones. And it does happen. Luke 10:41 and 42. I'm sure we are all familiar of this scripture that talks about how Jesus reminds Martha that it's only one thing that is needed: to sit at the feet of Jesus. There's only one thing Jesus said that he reminded Martha of, is that one thing that's needed is to sit at the feet of Jesus. Ask yourself weekly, is my schedule drawing me closer to Jesus? Is my schedule drawing me closer to Jesus, or just is my schedule draining me? So let's do a minute recap. Start with prayer and not pressure. Start with prayer and not pressure, because we are talking about how to build a weekly schedule that's going to honor God and your family. So we're going to start our week with prayer and not pressure. We're going to start our week, we're going to start our days with prayer and not pressure. We're going to schedule what matters most. And we're going to leave room for what? We're going to leave room for that grace that is sufficient, that grace that is more than enough. So I want to leave you with a challenge for this week, that if we take 15 minutes if we take 15 minutes today to just review our schedules, take 15 minutes to review your current schedule, then circle or mark off anything that does not align with your values or the seasons that you are in. And then acknowledge. God said, acknowledge him in all of our ways. Acknowledge. Ask God, what can I release to make room for what really matters? What can I release to make room for what really matters in my life, in this particular season of my life? If today's message has spoken to you in any way, don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And if you want to build your schedule with scripture in mind, grab my 7-day Flourish in the Word devotional. It's the perfect way to start your mornings, and not only that, but to anchor yourself in his presence. You will find the link below. And if you are ready to take this even deeper, watch my video next, Why Busy Moms Struggle with Boundaries and How to Set Them Biblically. It pairs perfectly with today's message. Again, thank you so very much for joining me on today, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next video.